Welcome back, Everyday Things. Excuse the boxes and the mess. We're getting ready to move. Actually, moving down to the LA area from the Concord, the Northern California, Southern California. Not a real big leap, but big leap nonetheless. So I'm here to talk about auras. Been watching a lot of videos. People have auras, and they're called onsets. Really, and what you're feeling, like we call them a alert system, alarm system, letting you know that you're gonna have a seizure. So you need to just brace yourself, get to a safe place and whatnot. Mine started when I was about 6 or 7. I started having seizures when I was 3. So before then, I never had any. There was no alert. I would just flip out for no reason. And as a little kid, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're kind of wondering what's going on. It gets really, really scary. But when I turned about 7, I started having these auras and feel like someone's behind me, like rushing up behind me. Not just like someone standing there, but like someone like has a knife or a bat, or someone's about to rob you, push you, something. Someone's about to do you harm. That's how it feels to me. So at a young age, I learned again how to live in fear. That at any moment, I can have this feeling that I'm going to be terrified that someone's going to be hurting me from behind. I look back, there's no one there, but I have that feeling still. So I'm turning in circles, trying to find this person. And as a little kid, I'm trying to comprehend it, and I just couldn't grasp it, couldn't wrap my mind around it, why this was happening to me. So there was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of good decisions, a lot of bad decisions made, but that's all in the past. It's neither here or there. Water under the bridge. Been hearing a lot of people talking about the difference between epilepsy and seizures, how you can wing yourself off your meds, and I've actually tried that myself. Some of you probably can. Ups to you and everything. Unfortunately, I'm one of those individuals. I can't just take myself off my meds. I've tried it again before. It didn't work out. Actually, I was seizure free for about 4 or 5 years. I tried to wean myself off my meds, and that's when I started having nothing but grand mal seizures. So, as a result of me trying to wean myself off my meds, I now have nothing but grand mal seizures. So when I have a seizure, it's not one of my standard Panama seizures or whatever they call it, partial complex seizures. I used to have just when I was sleeping, then I'd start having them when I'm awake. But now I only have grand mal seizures. I lose consciousness. I'm no longer alert. Just like the standard grand mal seizure, you fall down, start shaking. Last one I had was when I was actually hiking with my kids in Arizona. That's why we actually had to move away. It was just too tempting. I'm a big outdoors person. I love it. And it was just too tempting not to go hiking. And seeing all those mountains in front of you and not being able to go hiking, that's torture. So back to my auras again. Growing up with those, I learned that how to combat them, how to learn from my mistakes. But again, those auras feels like someone come up behind you. I can't control myself. I go take off running. Again, skateboarding. I'd run into traffic a lot on a bike. They used to call me Diver because I would always ride around on my bike a lot. As a kid, I was a big bicycle person. I'd go city to city on my bike. But unfortunately, every now and then I'd have a seizure, and I'd go straight headfirst into a bumper. Boom. Mass crack. Called my mom plenty of times. Mom, come pick me up. I can't see. I can't ride my bike. It's busted. Face cracked, bloody. So I got the name Diver. They coined that actually when I was playing basketball, and I just spread my wings like a swan and took a swan dive straight into the concrete. And again, face lit up, all bloody and whatnot. And so I played my disability off well. No one knew I had seizures. The one friend that actually walked me home every single time when my mom wasn't able to come pick me up, he knew I had seizures. He knew what was going on. And that was my friend Dion. He was a good man, still around, still in the area, kind of lost his marbles here and there, so he's not either here nor there. But yeah, big ups to Dion Celeste. Thank you, brother, and you were there for me when I needed you. You were there when it counted. Forget what anybody else says or what you've done in the past. The past is the past, put behind you, you know what I mean? But going forward again here, my auras feels like someone's come up behind me. I actually have been seizure free for, I want to say, about 4 years. Haven't had one since Arizona. That was my last seizure. I was able to get my license. I was able to graduate high school. I was able to go to college. I was able to do a lot of things that I wasn't too able to do before the brain surgery. And I'm going to tell you more about that in my next video as well. The operation, post-op challenges, after the surgery, what it was like. And actually, on that, before I end this video, when I had that surgery and I was in recovery, the day I got home, 9/11 hit. I'm in the mirror just going ahead and looking at my staples in my head and my beautiful rainbow scar. turn on the TV, get the phone calls like, hey, what's going on? The world's ending. Turn on my TV, 9/11 hit. So it was a very memorable day for me. Hospital, came home, visit, standing there, and it's insane. Next time, though, I'm going to hit you up. Have a good one. Stay up and stay true.